Here comes a recipe for organic spinach ravioli with homemade marinara sauce. Now, one of the secrets to the deliciousness of this is starting with quality ingredients. I purchased this ravioli from a guy who makes it locally. Also, a good extra virgin olive oil is a good thing to have around for something like this. For this batch, I use 2 cans of these organic San Marzano tomatoes. Now what we have here are the vegetables. I used 1/2 of a red onion, a diced up carrot to cut the acidity of the tomatoes, at least 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, and of course fresh basil leaves. We start with the onion and get that going. Remember, the onion can saute for a good 3 to 4 minutes, but the garlic you only want to saute for 30 to 60 seconds because you're going to simmer this for a while. You don't need to overcook the garlic. In fact, it's a pretty good idea not to. This is already smelling pretty good. In goes the garlic and the 2 cans of tomatoes. These are whole peeled tomatoes that we chopped up. If you want to feel like a real Italian, you can get in there with your hands and mush them up between your fingers. Okay, now we add the carrot, again to sweeten it up a little, and the basil. Now I add a cup of water to thin out the sauce because it's going to simmer for about 30 minutes, and I happen to like it on the thin side, but that's all personal choice. Basically, you will need a little more water to allow for some release of steam, otherwise it will get too thick. I put in 2 teaspoons of salt, but again, that's personal preference. You can add dried oregano if you like, or more basil. Then we lower the temperature and let it simmer for 30 minutes. While it's simmering, add the ravioli to the boiling water. And when the ravioli are, say, within 1 to 2 minutes of being fully done, you can scoop out the ravioli with one of those slotted scoops. That will allow you to save the pasta water if you wanted to thin it out again. And then once the ravioli has absorbed some of that yummy sauce, you can plate it and enjoy with a nice white wine or your beverage of choice.